Want free COD points? Hey, got money. Stop using Razorback. Listen here, buddy. There's a link in the description. I want you to tap. Click that. Earn points. Download the app.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys another class setup, and this one isn't for my traditional sort of guns. This one is actually a crazy overpowered shotgun class setup for the Brecci 205, or the Breachy, or the Brecci, or however you say this gun. I think we can all agree this gun makes people rage, and this gun is freaking powerful. So we'll get right into the class setup here today. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. If you guys can, I'd appreciate if you could smash out 2,000 likes. You guys have been loving the class setups lately, and a lot of you guys have been requesting for me to do a Brecci. I'm just going to call it Brecci. I don't care if that's the pronunciation that's proper. That's my pronunciation of it, and that's what I'm going to call it. A lot of you guys have been asking for a video on this, and I thought, why not? This gun is freaking insane. Obviously, I have a Dark Matter. I've used every gun a fair amount, and I know how powerful this gun is. This gun is probably most known for making people rage because it is a shotgun that is freaking overpowered. And let's get right into the video. Like I said, 2,000 likes. You guys have been smashing that on all of my overpowered videos. I absolutely love that. Hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are new. I'm just looking for some feedback on this video, so I'd appreciate that when you guys are done watching if you could do that. And let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get right into it. So, how do I know that the Brecci is overpowered? As a shotgun, this is probably the best shotgun. Argus is really good as well. Haymaker is really good. The shotguns in this game are actually very strong. Shotguns and LMGs are very strong in Black Ops 3, and that's why I'm going to be making a lot of different overpowered videos for those, because I've already done most of the assault rifles and the SMGs like I've said before. And I figured the first one to start off with is going to be the Brecci shotgun. Basically, this is a semi-automatic shotgun, which means you have to tap the trigger. Tap, 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 tap. That's why when you see people use this with a jitter mod or something like that, it's absolutely insane. But basically, it's a tap fire. That's the simple way of saying semi-automatic. You have to tap it to shoot it. And this gun is absolutely crazy. Now, how do I know this gun is overpowered? For one, you guys know I like to play competitive. I like to play on a website called UMG, which is basically my videos where I say Green Goblin HD goes MLG. Basically, where you're playing with the best teams on Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and competitive teams actually. And in the rule set for that UMG, or for the variants of UMG, the Brecci is actually completely 100% banned. You literally cannot use the Brecci on UMG because it was that overpowered. They did a similar thing with the Vesper. When the Vesper was buffed and it was so flippin' overpowered before they nerfed it again, UMG actually made a rule as well that you couldn't use that. And that's basically a sign that a gun is officially overpowered, and that's what makes this gun such a good shotgun. So let's throw the class setup up on the screen. I'll talk about this, and I'll talk a bit more about shotguns and how to play with this thing. This is the class setup up on the screen right now. Basically, what I have right here is obviously the 205 Brecci, and then I have my two attachments on this thing. I have long barrel and rapid fire. Now, the reason for that is with this gun, you really don't want to aim down sight. This thing is a hip fire, oh god. You just want to tap, tap. It's usually a 2-shot kill, 3-shot kill at long ranges, sometimes even a 1-shot kill if the enemies are a decent amount of weak. The actually big thing about this gun is in hardcore mode is where it's flipping overpowered because it's literally a 1-shot kill. You walk around in hardcore mode with this thing and you're just tapping people out, tap, 1-shot kills, absolutely crazy. But this gun is good for, you know, core game modes as well, which I'm playing right here on Nuketown. Obviously this class setup, long barrel and rapid fire. Basically, long barrel just helps the range. On a shotgun, range is pretty much everything. You want to make sure that you're getting, you know, the most, or you're killing them in the least amount of hits. You want to make that range go from a 3-hit range to a 2-hit range, and that's where long barrel definitely helps. The second thing is basically rapid fire. Now, you guys may ask, why does rapid fire help on a gun that's semi-automatic? Basically, rapid fire just allows you to tap the trigger faster. It's similar to the Shiva in Black Ops 3. Now, I don't know the official stats on this, and it might not be that big of a difference to have rapid fire on it. You could throw on laser sight if you want, but I just like rapid fire. I have a pretty fast trigger finger, I find, and just having rapid fire allows me to get the shots out of the gun as quick as humanly possible, and that's why I like that. Now, as of course, with any shotgun, you're going to want to run a secondary. When you're running across the middle of the map, sometimes you're going to need a bit of a longer range weapon, and I have the RK5. Now, obviously, the RK5 is not the most long-range weapon. You could run the LCAR here if you want a bit more range, but the RK5 is so powerful as a secondary, and I throw in the extended mags on this thing because basically the only problem with the RK5 is it does have a pretty small clip size. With extended mags, I think you have 21 in a clip, and I don't have extended mags on the Brecci, so I might as well have extended mags on my secondary, just in case I run out of ammo on my shotgun. Even at close range, I can flip over to the RK5, which does some great damage at close range as well. Now, getting into the perk setup, what I have here is I have two first perks, Afterburner helps with my movement. Flak Jacket, so I'm going to be up close and personal. I don't want to run into enemy explosives. Second perk is going to be Fast Hands. It's going to help me get my gun up quick after sprinting, and basically, obviously, that's going to happen a lot, and it's going to help me switch to my secondary as well. And my third perk here is Gung Ho, which basically the good thing about Gung Ho is it allows you to hip fire while you are actually sprinting, which is actually perfect for a shotgun, and it's perfect for a hip fire shotgun like the Brecci, and that's basically why I have Gung Ho. I can literally just keep running, spray a guy down, and just keep moving through the middle of the map. I like Gung Ho on this thing. It's more of like a personal preference, I'd say, with Gung Ho. Some of you guys may like it, some of you guys may not like it. If you don't like Gung Ho, you can just swap it out for Blast Suppressor or anything normal like that. I personally love this class setup, and I go pretty often that I get like 70 kill gameplays with this thing on Nuketown, and it is really fun. Now, why I say this class setup will make your enemies rage is because one thing about using shotguns in Call of Duty, and especially when you're using an overpowered shotgun like the Brecci, when you're using this shotgun, usually when I start off the game, all the enemies are using their normal guns, and eventually once I get on a roll with this thing, maybe I get like 5 kills in a row, get on a Bloodthirsty, the enemy team usually always switches out to their shotgun class. Now, this has happened on more than one occasion. What happens is when you start going ham with the shotgun, it makes the enemies rage. And now there's 2 ways people respond to rage, or there's 3 ways actually. The first way people respond to rage from getting killed by the Brecci is, number 1, they just get mad and they start playing really dumb, which is the way you want them to respond. Number 2, they completely just quit the game. They say, screw this, I'm not playing with this overpowered shotgun cheater, whatever. And number 3, this is probably the most common way, they pull out their own shotgun class. And one thing that can happen, and one thing that is sort of a counter to this class, is when you're running around killing people with your shotgun, a lot of the times, at least 2 or 3 of the enemies will switch over to their shotgun class setups as well. And that sort of makes it a shotgun-only match, which can be kind of fun. And, you know, it can be kind of bad, because if they one-shot you with, like, an Argus or something like that, that's something that can beat the Brecci. However, the Brecci is the perfect shotgun, because with an Argus, you have to be really accurate, which the Argus probably has better range. It has more one-shot kills. Same with the KRM. But with the Brecci, you literally, it's the most, I mean, I don't want to say it's an unskilled gun, but it's sort of a gun that anyone can use, and it can be pretty overpowered. Even if you're, you know, a beginner to Call of Duty, I recommend trying out this gun, because it is sort of just a thing where you can mow down people. Now, I know a lot of people, some people always get mad at me in the comments. Why are you giving class setups out to everyone? Come on, guys. That's my job, is to give you guys class setups. Honestly, people that are noobs at Call of Duty, they don't watch videos. They don't watch my videos. People that are noobs and the little Timmies, as you want to call them, that just got Call of Duty for Christmas and, you know, they're 8 years old trying to play, those people don't look up class setups on YouTube. Pretty much everyone watching this video is already a decently skilled player, I would say. And this is not going to make, you know, a lot of noobs run around with the Brecci. I don't get that many views. I don't have that much of an impact onto the game. And I want to make sure that the people that watch my videos, I absolutely love them. I love the people that like my class setups, that tell me, you know, when people tell me, Goblin, your class setup helped me get a 30 kill streak, when your class setup helped me get a 50-5 gameplay or something like that. That is what I love, and that's why I give you guys these best class setups. Now, this class setup is kind of, I mean, I don't know what to call it, newbie, or, like I said, it's not really a newbie class, but you don't have to have the most skill to do well with this class, but it is pretty fun to run around with and try out every single once in a while. And even if you don't want to use this class because you feel cheap or whatever, you can throw this class setup on, and when the enemies start using the Brecci, at least you'll have something ready for a counter. Now, shotguns in this game, I'm going to be making a lot more videos on them. Shotguns do take a lot of skill sometimes. For example, if you're playing hardcore with the Brecci, that will take more skill. If you're playing with an Argus, you really have to hit your shots, and that's why I think that shotguns are really an interesting form. You know, I love watching shotgun montages back on Black Ops 2. Back on mostly just Black Ops 2 and MW3. I'd love watching montages of people running around with a Spaz 12 or an R870. Those things were absolutely crazy. And I think for the last month of Black Ops 3 here, I'm going to start playing with shotguns a lot more, because they are really fun to use, and it is nothing better than when you get 5 kills in a row with a shotgun. That feeling is very awesome, and that's what I love about this. And obviously I have my secondary pistol as well for those situations where I need a bit longer range gunfight. So hope you guys enjoy this Brecci class setup. I think it's something that you guys should all enjoy if you guys are looking for a shotgun class setup. But one problem with shotguns, like I find, is if you miss with the Argus, you're literally hung out to dry. If you miss with the Brecci, and even if you run out of ammo, you still have your secondary with extended mags. You still have a lot of options. Your movement's going to be on point with the Afterburner. And I think this class setup works all around very well for a shotgun. And I hope you guys will all test out this class setup. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, if you guys made it to the end of the video, please drop a like on this thing. I would absolutely love it if you guys could knock out 2,000 likes. If you guys did make it to the end of the video, video, I want you guys to leave a comment saying 205 in the comment section down below. That's how I know who the true supporters will be who, you know, make it to the end of the video. And be sure to drop a like on it and drop a comment saying 205. And also, if you guys want free Call of Duty points, I'll leave a link in the description to an app where you can actually download the app and start earning free Call of Duty points yourself. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for Cookie and Don't Lookie. And I'm out. Peace. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching.